Part 1. The Quiet Kid from Pretoria. Before he was the world's richest man, before rockets, before Tesla, before PayPal, Elon Musk was just a skinny, quiet kid, growing up in Pretoria, South Africa. He wasn't popular, he wasn't athletic, he wasn't loud, and that made him a target. Every day at Waterkloof House Preparatory School was a test, not of intelligence, but of endurance. Elon spent most of his time in the library, reading science fiction novels and learning to code. While other boys were outside playing rugby, Elon was inside, writing his first video game at age 12. But brilliance comes at a cost in a place where being different made you an outsider. And there was one person who made that cost almost unbearable: Craig Donnelly. Craig was the kind of boy teachers liked but feared. Athletic, charming, and cruel. He smelled weakness like blood in the water, and Elon, with his awkward smile and strange ideas about Mars and electric cars, was the perfect target. Craig didn't just tease, he tormented. Elon was shoved into lockers, pushed downstairs, and once he was even hospitalized after Craig and his friends beat him so badly he couldn't breathe properly for a week. No one stood up for Elon. Not teachers, not classmates, not even adults. He was alone, and he knew it. But what Craig never knew was that the boy he tried to break was building something even stronger inside. Resilience, focus, vision. The kind that doesn't just overcome, the kind that transforms pain into purpose. Part 2. The Escape and the Rise. At 17, Elon left South Africa. No money, no contacts, just dreams. He arrived in Canada, worked odd jobs, cleaned boilers, and studied, from Queen's University to the University of Pennsylvania. Then came Zip2, X.com, PayPal, and eventually SpaceX, Tesla, and a legacy that would reshape the world. He became a household name, a tech icon, a symbol of possibility. But he never spoke about Craig until one cold morning in 2022. Part 3. The Unexpected Visitor. It was just another day at the Tesla Gigafactory in Austin. Elon was reviewing production schedules when his assistant, Sarah, knocked on his office door. "Mr. Musk, there's someone here asking to see you. He says you went to school together in South Africa." Elon paused. He hadn't thought about that place in a long time. "Did he give a name?" Elon asked, barely lifting his head from the blueprint. "Yeah, Craig Donnelly." The pen froze in his hand. A million images flooded back. Staircases, fists, laughter that wasn't his. He looked up. "Send him in." Part 4. Face to face. Craig looked different, older, weaker, tired, but there was something else: regret. "Elon," he said softly, "it's been a long time." Elon studied him. No words, just silence and space between two lives that had gone in opposite directions. "I know you probably don't want to see me," Craig continued, shifting uncomfortably, "and you have every right. I was horrible to you. I know that now. I've known it for a long time." Elon leaned back, arms crossed. "Why are you here?" Craig sighed, eyes heavy. "I messed up. I lost everything. My business failed. My marriage fell apart. I have a son now. He's 10th. Bright kid, loves science, talks about going to Mars." A pause. "I tell him he can be anything he wants to be. But I look at him, and I remember what I did to someone who once said the same thing." Craig's voice cracked. "I came here to apologize. Not because I want anything, but because I want to be a better father than I was a person." Part 5. Forgiveness and a Lesson. Elon didn't speak for a while. The past sat between them like a third person. Finally, he said, "You almost broke me. You have no idea what that time in my life was like." "I know," Craig whispered. And I'm so sorry. Elon stood up and walked to the window. Outside, hundreds of engineers were working on the future. He turned back. You know, Craig, I used to imagine this moment. When I was lying in the hospital, I swore that one day you'd come to me needing help, and I'd say no. Craig nodded, ashamed. But then I grew up, and I realized that if I held on to hate, I'd still be the kid you beat up. I'd be stuck in the past. He walked closer. Do you need a job? Craig's eyes widened. What? I don't know what you're good at now, but if you're serious about changing, about being better, I'm willing to give you a chance. Craig's voice trembled. You do that? Elon nodded. Everyone deserves at least one chance to rebuild. I had mine. Now it's your turn. Part 6. The Redemption. A few months later, Craig wasn't just working. He was thriving, not in a high-level role, but in a mentorship program Elon had created for former offenders and struggling individuals who needed a second shot. One day, during a school outreach program, Craig stood before a group of kids, including his son, and told his story, honestly, openly. I bullied someone who became the greatest mind of our time. And you know what he did? He forgave me. That's real strength. Final words. This isn't a story about revenge. It's a story about growth, about breaking the cycle, and most of all, about how kindness can be the most powerful form of justice.